when he broke down while describing how he was just acting in self-defense when he brandished an AR-15 style rifle at a Black Lives Matter protest before shooting 3 people and killing 2 of them. Take a look.
Mr. Rosenbaum was now running from my right side, and I was cornered from in front of me with Mr. Zeminski, and there were there were 3 people right there.
Take a deep breath now.
There were 3 people right there.
Take a deep breath now.
Baloney.
What did you think of the testimony? Well, I know what you thought, Joy, but what the rest of you
Well, he goes
think
across.
of this? Yeah.
I mean, from what I'm gleaning from this case, the guy goes across state lines with an AR-15 with his mother and some other idiot in the car to defend himself against what? They're having a protest in another state, and he takes it upon himself to go there, you know, and then he says it's self-defense. No, and that acting job of the crying, I can't even look at it. And that acting job of the crying, I can't even look at it.
When you think of all the veterans who have given their lives to this country for the betterment of this country, and then here comes this little boy with a AR-15 type rifle who shoots 3 people, I kind of, and open carry.
Yeah.
In the midst of all of that.
Protecting property.
Protecting property.
Is what he was doing. And I want to make it really clear.
Not his property.
Not his
somebody else's
property.
It was a
property.
used car dealership.
Yeah.
And I think we need to make it clear in terms of the facts of the case. The first person that he shot and murdered was chasing him, and he testified to that. Now, a group of people started chasing him after as he ran away because they were yelling, he is the active shooter. Now he falls, and he shoots another person that is chasing him because he just shot and killed someone. He also kills that person.
Talk about a fish story.
He also kills that person. Allegedly in self-defense, and wounds a third person, allegedly in
Who
self-defense.
actually is an EMT.
Who's actually an EMT.
Yeah.
So I don't understand how you are defending yourself after murdering someone, and those people are trying to catch you and
Well,
bring
they let
you
him
to
go
justice.
home. They let him go home. Now, if I had done that,
Or any black person. Or any black person.
yeah.
If any black or brown person, any
Yes.
Latino 17-year-old boy or any black 17-year-old boy had been trolling the streets of Kenosha with an AR-15 type weapon,
Baby.
we all know what would have happened. And I
That's true.
think that's why
They wouldn't have given us a glass of water.
the reaction.
Yeah. Well, he wouldn't
know?
be.
They would have
alive
given you a
to
glass of
stand
water in
trial.
jail.
Right.
Yeah, if I made it to jail,
He wouldn't be alive to stand trial. I think the statistics show. And so again, I think this is what I think it's very telling. Those that are defending the very premise that this was self-defense, those that are saying that it is clear that he is, a hero in this.
well, we will keep our eyes out on the 2 trials you brought up, the Ahmaud Arbery case.
Yeah.
And maybe there's some clarity coming to people. Maybe people will look and say, you know what? I get that you thought you were coming to defend this building and these things, but you shot and killed 2 people. And we can't allow that. And with Ahmaud Arbery, I want somebody to say, you know what? It's very clear you're chasing this black man. You're chasing him in a truck.
You're hunting him.
And you want him to stop. I know if you were chasing me in a truck, you'd have to be faster than I am.
things over and over and over again for the truth to sink in, to kind of catapult the propaganda.
Donald Trump is in a world he is not familiar with. This is not real estate. This is the WWE. Oh, no! Oh, Moxley with a spear! Moxley with a spear! Hey, look at this! Donald Trump! Oh, my God! What the hell? The ring just imploded!
All of this happening just 13 months after Dylan survived the deadliest mass shooting in modern U.S. history last year in Las Vegas. And Dylan is joining us now. Dylan, I'm so sorry for all that you've gone through. I know you lost friends, loved ones in this latest shooting. How are you hanging in there?
Well, first off, thank you for having me on here. I'm doing just as well as anybody could be doing right now, of course, with dealing with not one but two shootings, having to go through the severity of losing very close friends of mine at a place I call home, and then losing another in Vegas. It's been challenging, but I have a very good support system of friends and family that have my back, and I couldn't be more grateful to have them in my life.
I'm happy to hear you have people around you helping to keep you strong, helping you heal. I can't imagine what it's like to be in your shoes. How do you make sense of being a part of two mass shootings?
I wish there was an easy answer. I wish I could tell you what it's like to go through one, but to only go through two as well. It's not something you can comprehend, and it's definitely something that you can't grasp a hold of, especially when you lose people, and people that you love are affected by this as well. At a place that you go to be safe at, and a place that we went to 3 days after Vegas to cope with everything. And the severity of everything that happened is rough, but I know being strong for the people that we lost is what's needed, and being there for people that need help is what I'm able to do.
Can you walk me through what you experienced on Wednesday night?
Yeah, so basically it was just like any other Wednesday. I was picking up 3 of my friends, and we got there a little bit later. We got there around 10:30, and like anything we usually do, we go around the bar, go get a drink, say hi to all of our friends. We joke around, see how everybody's doing, making sure everybody's good, and just enjoy a good time. And it wasn't until I left the bar and went towards the back corner to go say hi to some more friends that I heard the first few initial shots. And it wasn't until after the third that I was able to recognize that it was gunfire. People started screaming, running, and just in terror. So working there as past security, I knew that where my location was, that there was an exit door. So what I decided to do was go open that exit door and tell people that you need to exit out of here, stay down low, don't stampede over each other, just try to make it out, go somewhere safe. Once I saw that the scene was starting to get clear and I had an idea of where the shooter was located, I made it outside myself, and from where people were in the parking lot, I moved them from where they were to further back in the parking lot, getting behind engine blocks of cars, telling people to stay down, grabbing people that seemed to be injured, and myself and a few others giving medical assistance. From there, once I saw that the scene was clear, I went around the parking lot, making sure that there was no one else that needed medical attention and that people were in safe areas. By that point, I saw that a cop came down the road, and I knew that that was going to be the next best place to go. So I told everyone to slowly make their way over there, guiding them over to the cop car, grabbing people from the hills in the parking lot.
It's amazing to me the state of mind that you had to be able to help direct people and how to respond. And I'm just curious if your experience, your unfortunate experience having survived the Las Vegas shooting, if that helped like instincts kick in immediately and know how to respond.
I think it definitely helped. I pretty much would say I reacted the same way, just putting people before myself. But I was raised in a family of men and women that are very strong and taught me to put others before myself. So I think that's where those initial thoughts came in, of just making sure people are safe and getting them out, making sure that we're all good.
A country music concert, college night at a bar. Will you feel safe attending events like this in the future?
They're buying it. They're buying it. They're buying it. They're buying it.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
The sharing of biased and false news
has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets publish these stories without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
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 This is extremely dangerous to our
One day, Jesus is coming. You may be at church. You may be at work. You may be asleep. God grant that you will be ready when he makes his personal appearance. My God, what if his appearance occurs on a Sunday morning? My prophetic word to you this morning is get ready.